The Drillman is a mysterious Alliance member that is from another dimension. They're so strong that they can tunnel through anything, which is why I'll be surviving 100 days as a Drillman. While I use my new powers to destroy enemies, I'll upgrade into bigger forms until I reach the ranks of a Titan. Will I be able to defeat the Hydra Magnet Skibidi Toilet, or will I be left in the dirt? You'll have to watch until the end to find out. On day 1, I spawned into the city as the Drillman, surrounded by my fellow Drillman brothers. Suddenly, the Magnet Skibidi Toilet flew into the city and unleashed his Magnet Toilet army onto my people.
All of you pathetic Drillmen will meet your match. Hey, back down, villain.
Just then, the Titan Drillman dropped into battle and landed a powerful attack onto the Magnet Skibidi. I thought it was enough to defeat him, but the evil toilet laughed.
This is only a fraction of my power.
I watched in horror as the Magnet Skibidi Toilet grew 4 extra heads and even a more powerful body. He was the biggest Skibidi Toilet I had ever seen. He flew around the Titan Drillman and pointed his lasers, unleashing his ultimate attack. No!
Max, you must find the Alliance artifacts before it's too late.
The Titan Drillman died to his wounds, and I was now the Drillman's last hope.
Get him, man!
Magnet Skibidi Toilets closed in on me, and I ran for my life. On day 2, I was being chased through the city by the Magnet Skibidi Toilets. There were too many for me to fight alone, but soon enough, I was cornered by the Skibidi army.
Nowhere to run now.
That's what you think! Suddenly, I activated my Drillman powers, which allowed me to dig into the ground with ease. I dug into an underground cavern, where I was able to escape the Magnet Skibidis for now. Whoa! I wonder what other powers Drillmen have! I wasn't able to rest before Skull Skibidi Toilets emerged from the ground and closed in on me. I had dug right into a Skull Skibidi graveyard.
Don't let him escape.
I was completely defenseless, but I looked around and spotted a stray plunger on the wall. I grabbed it and prepared for battle. As a Drillman, I was a natural with a plunger. I swung my weapon at the Skull Skibidis and took down hordes of them with my amazing skills. Just as I thought I was getting an edge, the ground trembled and a massive Skull Skibidi Toilet emerged in front of me.
Enough of your games!
Oh, I'm in trouble! The monstrous toilet vomited a toxic acid attack onto me. He was much more powerful than any of the other toilets I had fought so far. I thought I was done for when suddenly a Clockman with a top hat appeared in a cave.
I'll save you!
The Chief Clockman used his powers to freeze time. However, I wasn't frozen and was still able to move.
Come with me before my powers wear off!
On day 3, I followed the Chief Clockman to another part of the cavern full of glowing gems where we could hide from the Skibidi Toilets.
I wanted to ask if you could join my alliance. We need the help of a Drillman to defeat the Hydra Magnet Skibidi Toilet.
Of course I'll help. I'll do anything to take down those horrible toilets.
I was hoping you'd say that.
The Chief Clockman stepped forward and used his powers to reveal a mysterious artifact within the cavern. I walked towards it by instinct and grabbed onto it. Suddenly, my body grew larger and I gained 4 additional drills on my back. I was now a large Drillman with 5 more hearts and new abilities. Whoa, this must be one of the Alliance artifacts the Titan Drillman told me about. Just then, we turned to find the Magnet Scientist Skibidi Toilet overhead. He had found our location.
At last, I found you. I'm going to lock you up along with your Titan.
The Magnet Scientist captured the Chief Clockman. He tried to use his powers, but the magnets on the Scientist Skibidi stopped them from working.
Help me, Max! You're our last hope!
The Chief Clockman was carried away and I followed after him. On days 4 through 7, I snuck behind the Magnet Scientist Skibidi until I arrived at a laboratory. That must be where he's holding the Titan Clockman. I need to get inside. I walked around the lab to try and find a way in, but it was completely surrounded by guards. Looks like I'm gonna have to make my own entrance. I powered on my drills and began to dig my way under the facility. But to my surprise, I soon fell into an underground passage. Skibidi Toilet guards began to approach me and I had nowhere to hide. I have to think fast. I drilled a hiding spot into the wall and walked into it before finally covering the hole with extra dirt blocks. The Skibidi Toilet guards walked by my hiding place and I was able to narrowly avoid them. That was close. I can't let my guard down. I continued drilling through the walls to try and evade the guards, but I accidentally bursted right into the Skibidi Toilet meeting room. The general and his toilet guards all looked towards me.
Intruder! Guards! Get him!
On days 8 through 10, the Skibidi Toilet guards rushed towards me. I began to fend them off with my new upgraded drill form. I used my powerful new drilling stomp powers along with waves from my hypersonic drill to mow down my enemies. Thanks to my new form, I was able to defeat each of the guards one by one until only the general himself was left.
These fools can't do anything right! You're going down!
The general ran at me and used his triple needle attack. It was powerful, and I quickly knew I was no match for him. I have to run! I ran through the underground facility until I was stopped by a massive chasm of lava. The three-headed Skibidi general continued to follow after me, so I began to platform over the boiling pit of magma.
Get back here!
No way! I managed to make it across the pit and used my hypersonic drill to make the platforms collapse behind me. The three-headed Skibidi fell into the lava below. Backup is sure to come soon. I better hurry. I continued on and found a ladder, which I climbed up to enter the inside of the laboratory. On days 11 through 14, I arrived inside of the lab to find a room full of Clockmen being experimented on by the magnet scientist Skibidi. There, I saw the Titan Clockman as well as the Clockman Chief. I better keep myself hidden. I snuck in closer and watched as the magnet scientist Skibidi used an electrifying attack on one of the Clockmen, killing them instantly.
You're up next, Chief.
You won't get away with this!
This is awful! I have to stop him now! I ran in and landed a surprise attack on the scientist before he could hurt my friend.
Look who has arrived! Finally!
The cage for the Titan Clockman opened and he stepped out before me. However, sparks were flying from his body. I could tell something was wrong.
The toilets have taken over our Titan! Run!
The Titan Clockman used his clock gun attack on me. I tried to snap him out of his trance with an attack of my own, but he was far more powerful than me. I'm gonna lose at this rate! I ran to a different part of the lab and spotted a machine that looked like it could be useful. I ran towards its switch and flipped it to power it on. Suddenly, alarms began to ring throughout the lab as the wall next to me crumbled, revealing a portal to another dimension.
No! What have you done?
Just then, the ground trembled as something was getting ready to emerge from the portal. On days 15 through 17, the Titan Computer Man walked out from another dimension. The Titan Clockman then emerged from the lab. Computer Man, look out! The Clockman attacked the Titan with his clock gun, but the Titan Computer Man barely flinched.
Looks like someone is under a bad influence.
The Titan Computer Man screen lit up green as he hacked into the Titan Clockman and freed him from his mind control.
Let's finish this together.
No! Leave me alone!
The two Titans struck the magnet scientist Skibidi and he fell to his demise. That was way too close. I need to find the next Alliance artifact.
Did you say Alliance artifact? I know where that is.
Before the Titan was able to tell me a clue, a spider Skibidi Toilet dropped down onto him and placed the Computer Man into low power mode.
Good luck getting that information now.
I quickly used my hypersonic drill power to blast the Skibidi to pieces, but it was already too late. Computer Man, you alright?
You won't respond in low power mode. Let's find a better spot to switch him back. Come on, let's move.
We guided the Computer Man away from the location before any other Skibidis showed up. On days 18 through 21, I arrived at a safe spot with the Chief Clockman, the two Titans, and the other Clockmen from the facility. Titan Computer Man, wake up! I used a hypersonic drill attack to try and snap the Titan Computer Man out of it, but he wouldn't budge.
The only way to get him out of sleep mode is to find the lost USB. I think this will help.
The Titan Clockman handed me a map, and so I set off to search for the USB. The map took me to a recycling plant where I spotted the USB on a conveyor belt. After looking closer, I noticed it was heading directly towards a fiery pit. Uh-oh, I need to grab that before it falls in. I ran towards it, but out of nowhere, a large spider skibidi toilet dropped down in front of me. I had been found.
You're not getting that USB!
Out of my way! The spider toilet charged at me, and I prepared for battle. On days 22 through 25, I was locked in combat with the skibidi spider. As he used a laser slash attack on me, I quickly dodged it by strafing left and right. That's it! Hi-ya! I retaliated by using my hypersonic drill back at him.
Rah! You won't win that easily.
The spider leaped forward and used his hardened head to knock me back. To get him away from me, I slammed the ground with my drill stomp. No matter how hard I fought, he just wouldn't give in. And to make matters worse, the USB was getting closer and closer to the pit. Stop wasting my time! I knocked the skibidi spider away with a drill attack and took the chance to run towards the USB.
Oh, no, you don't.
The skibidi spider flipped a switch, causing the conveyor belt to speed up and roll in the opposite direction. I'm not fast enough to catch it! I ran as fast as possible, but I couldn't keep up and the USB was getting away from me.
Let's try this instead.
The skibidi spider reversed the belt again and shot webs at my feet, sending me towards my fiery doom. I struggled to get myself free, but no matter what I did, I couldn't escape.
So long, Drillman.
Before I could try anything else, I fell into the pit with the USB and blacked out. On days 26 through 28, I woke up and realized I was now in a junkyard. How'd I end up in this place? The USB has to be around here somewhere. I used my Drillman powers to dig through the trash, clearing out a path as I did. Up ahead, I finally spotted the USB in the distance. There it is! But uh-oh, the USB was being guarded by a vicious junkyard monster. That guy doesn't look friendly. I can't let him see me. I tried to sneak my way around the junkyard, using the piles of trash to conceal myself. Unfortunately, just as I started getting close to the USB, I stepped on some loose rubble, creating a loud noise.
Hey, who goes there?
I quickly dug down and tried to hide as the junkyard monster approached me. Just when I thought I was safe, they blew me out of my hiding spot.
You're not escaping me.
The junkyard monster charged up another attack and I braced myself for a fight. On days 29 through 32, I was fighting off the angry junkyard monster. He immediately hit me with his fiery explosive attacks. I ran around the junkyard trying to dodge the blasts. I used my sonic drill in return, but he took the hit like it was nothing.
Is that all you've got?
The monster went to hit me again, but I dug down just in time to evade the attack.
Get back here.
As I dug deeper, the monster continued to follow, but I had a plan. Take this! I used my drill powers to shake the underground, causing loads of rubble to fall onto the monster. The monster was buried under the junk, and I drilled my way back to the top. Now's my chance! I ran to the USB and grabbed it, before finally escaping the junkyard. I returned to the sleeping Titan computer man and used the USB on him.
Reboot complete. Thanks for waking me up, Max. Now, I can finally show you where the next Alliance artifact is.
The Titan computer man printed out a map for me with information on where to find the next part. Thanks! There isn't a moment to waste. With that, I set off to follow my new clue in search of the next artifact. On days 33 through 35, I followed the map until I arrived at a rundown Wi-Fi tower. That's odd. The artifact has to be around here somewhere. I began investigating the Wi-Fi tower until I found a switch on the side. What does this do? I flipped the switch and the tower instantly powered on. Suddenly, the artifact appeared at the very top of it. There's the Alliance artifact. Time to get it. Just then, a laser fired down at me out of nowhere. I looked up and realized I was being ambushed by the jetpack Skibidi Toilet.
Thanks for the help, kid. That artifact belongs to me.
No! I won't let you get your hands on it! I used my hypersonic drill attack to try and scare him off, but it only made him angry.
You just made a great mistake. You're dead meat.
On days 36 through 39, I was under attack by the jetpack Skibidi Toilet. He was fast and almost impossible to hit. My only hope now was getting the Alliance artifact before he did. I noticed a ladder on the side of the tower and began climbing up it to grab the artifact.
Take this.
He fired his lasers at me, causing me to fall from the ladder. Yikes! I have to be careful. I climbed until I finally reached the top of the tower and grabbed the artifact for myself. I transformed into a Titan Drillman, gaining 5 hearts and new powers. Looks like the tables have turned. I used my new laser drill attack on the jetpack Skibidi. He tried to fight back, but he couldn't keep up with my improved Titan form. After a few more attacks, he finally fell, defeated. Suddenly, I heard the sound of music playing off in the distance. What's that? I better check it out. I left the tower behind, going off to find out where the music was coming from. On days 40 through 43, I arrived at the source of the music to find a radio man fighting off Skibidi Toilet goons with his musical powers.
Get away from me!
Oh no, he's in trouble! I have to help him! I flew in and used my new Titan powers on the toilet goons. I used my drill stomp ability to pound the pursuers flat. Then I took out the stragglers with my hypersonic drill. Hey little radio man, are you alright?
A Titan Drillman! I'm so happy to see you. I need your help to save our Titan Radio Man.
Titan radio man? What happened? Is he alright?
The Skibidi said that they buried him in a nearby mountain. He's trapped.
They told you this? How did you manage to get this information?
I've been following them, trying to get as much information as possible on the whereabouts of the Titan Radio Man. Unfortunately, they caught me spying and started to attack.
How can you be sure? I never liked trusting those toilets.
Normally I'd agree, but it's the only lead I've got on his location.
If you're sure, then I'll check it out. I followed the radio man to a mountain.
He's buried inside this mountain somewhere.
Then I'd better get looking. I flew to the top of the mountain and began drilling down. However, I soon hit lava. I was drilling right into a volcano. Oh no, it's a trap! Fire exploded from the top of the volcano, causing me to black out. On days 44 through 46, I woke up and found myself surrounded by lava. In the distance, I saw the radio man trapped on another platform.
Someone, help!
Don't worry, I'm coming! I flew towards him, but I was intercepted in the sky by the flying saw-blade Skibidi Toilet.
Looks like you set off my little trap. It's time for some fun.
The saw-blade Skibidi Toilet sliced into me, causing me to fall into the lava below. Luckily, my Titan armor was fire-resistant. It'll take more than that to stop me.
I'm already one step ahead of you.
He fired a water beam onto me, causing me to become trapped in obsidian. I couldn't move.
Leave my friend alone!
Just as I thought I was done for, the radio man used his music attack to startle the saw-blade Skibidi.
Ah, my ears.
He flew away, leaving nothing but a map in his place. With a sudden surge of strength, I broke out of the obsidian and grabbed the map titled Titan Radio Man. This must be where he really is. We'd better hurry. On days 47 through 50, I was following the map until I arrived at a giant Skibidi rave. At the helm, the rave was being controlled by the saw-blade Skibidi. Trapped in the middle of it was the Titan Radio Man. Below the stage were a group of furious radio men.
Give us back our Titan!
The radio men charged towards the device, determined to save their leader.
Oh, no, you don't.
He powered on the device, and suddenly the speakers blasted a powerful shockwave that took down the radio men in a single swoop. They're using the Titan's powers against his own people. I have to save him. I flew towards the machine, but the saw-blade Skibidi spotted me.
There you are. Die.
He fired another sonic boom from the machine, sending me backwards. Flying towards the machine would be impossible. If I can't fly through, then I'll just dig through. I dug into the ground and popped out on the inside of the stage. I'm breaking you out! On days 51 through 54, I freed the Titan Radio Man from his prison and he seemed to be okay. All of a sudden, the saw-blade Skibidi flew towards us.
This isn't over. That Titan belongs to me.
He fired an attack at us, and whatever it was, it caused the Titan Radio Man to lose control of his mind. Please, I don't want to hurt you!
Down with the Drillman.
The Titan Radio Man struck at me with his electric spin attack, leaving me no choice but to fight back. I used my hypersonic drill on him, but it only seemed to anger him further. In response, he used his base gun against me. For the Alliance! I gathered all my strength and used my laser drill, causing the Titan Radio Man to snap out of his trance.
Well, what happened?
There's no time to explain. Kill that toilet! The Sawblade Skibidi tried to run, but the Titan Radio Man was able to strike him down in a single blow.
Thank you for helping me and my people. Please take this Alliance artifact as a token of my gratitude.
He handed me the next artifact, causing me to gain 5 more hearts and new powers. Suddenly, the Titan Radio Man looked to the sky.
I can sense a distress signal. Follow me.
On days 55 through 57, I followed the Titan Radio Man to a phone tower where a phone man was trying to call for help.
Please, you have to help me. My friend is in trouble.
Tell us what happened.
My friend and I were scouting the roadside for any danger, but we set off a cage trap. I tried to pick the lock, but before I could, the ground opened up beneath him into a sinkhole. There's no way a small phone man like me can cross the gap, so I called for a Titan.
I've got this. Titan Radio Man, you should report back to the others.
Please, we don't have much time before the Skibidis find him.
Then let's go! As the Titan Radio Man flew off, I followed the little phone man. He took me to a sinkhole in the ground where a phone man was locked in a cage in the center.
There he is, just like I said. Please help him.
Leave it to me. I flew to the cage and tried to free him, but it wouldn't budge. It was made of bedrock. Even Drillman can't break bedrock. While I tried to think of a new solution, holes suddenly sprung open from the side of the sinkhole.
Oh no, bone men are weak to water. I'll die if it reaches me.
I won't let that happen. I flew deeper into the sinkhole to try and stop the flooding. On days 58 through 61, I was in the middle of the sinkhole, trying to plug up the holes, pouring water into the pit. I have to put a stop to this, and fast! I used my abilities as a Titan Drillman to bore a hole into the ground, attempting to drain the water through it. But the shockwave of my drills only made things worse, causing more holes of water to open up. This is bad. I can't get rid of the water fast enough. But things took a turn for the worst when Skibidi-Zillas began pouring out from the holes in a swarm.
The phone man will drown, and there will be no one but you to blame.
The Skibidis battered me with their acid spray powers, but I couldn't fend them off and plug the holes. The water level is rising! I was about to give up hope until the voice of the other phone man called out to me.
Just fly and get out of there. I've got this.
Heeding the phone man's words, I flew out of the water. Once I was clear of it, the phone man sent out a blast of electricity to zap the water. The phone man's electricity danced across the water, killing all of the Skibidi-Zillas at once and frying the circuits of the cage trap.
Quickly, before the water gets to him.
I launched forward, flying at full speed towards the cage and snagged the phone man before the water reached him. Picking him up, I fled with the phone man before more Skibidis could arrive. On days 62 through 64, I found a spot to talk to the phone men away from the Skibidi Toilet threats. Are you okay?
Thanks to you two, I am.
Where's the Titan phone man?
The Titan phone man is being held on an island surrounded by water. We're vulnerable to it, but Drillmen are able to swim.
Then it sounds like a job for me. I'll help you guys.
Not if I have something to say about it.
Suddenly, a mecha Skibidi Toilet sent an attack down onto us. I quickly ran in front of the blast to protect my allies.
Are you okay?
Yeah, stay down. This guy is tough.
Ready to die, Drillman.
How did you find us?
I tapped the phone lines and heard everything. You're not getting your hands on the Titan phone man.
What should we do, Drillman?
Hide! I'll take care of this! The phone man ran for cover as the Mecha Skibidi continued to attack. On days 65 through 67, I was facing off with the Mecha Skibidi Toilet. He used his missile attack on me, which I was just barely able to dodge. I retaliated with my laser drill attack, knocking him backwards and setting him ablaze. How do you like that, Skibidi scum?
Do you think that'll scare me? Behold my ultimate attack!
He launched another attack at me, which I was able to dodge. I used the opportunity to get in close and finish him off with a powerful drill stomp. Looking closely, I noticed he dropped a map in his stead. Titan Phone Man Prison. Looks like he's gonna lead me right where I want him to. I followed the map and arrived at an island where I found the Titan Phone Man being held captive. Don't worry, I'm here to help. I was able to break him out, but I quickly realized something was wrong. Wait, don't tell me you're mind controlled. He walked towards me and sparks flew out of his body.
Destroy.
On days 68 through 72, I was fighting with the mind-controlled Titan Phone Man. He used a barrage of lightning on me, which I was able to just barely dodge. I fought back with needle drills of my own. I'm going to free you! I hit him with another attack, causing a small, mind-controlling toilet to fly off of him. I crushed the toilet, and just as I did, the Titan Phone Man returned to normal.
I just had a horrible dream. Thanks for saving me.
No problem. Can you help me find the next Alliance artifact?
It's the least I could do. Take this.
He handed me a treasure map. This was the exact lead I needed.
Before you leave, would you happen to have any spare jetpack parts?
Jetpack parts? What happened?
When the Skibidis captured me, they disabled my ability to fly, and now I'm stranded on this island.
Oh no! Oh, I'm sure I've got something. Let me check. I sifted through my inventory, but unfortunately, I didn't have anything to help him. I'm sorry, Titan Phone Man. I don't have anything that can help you. Are you able to swim out of here?
Water is extremely deadly to phone men. I would surely die.
Uh-oh. I'll find a way to get you off this island. Don't worry. I'll be back. With that, I left the Titan Phone Man behind to continue my quest. I flew towards the location on the map and found a clearing. It has to be around here somewhere. I dug down until I uncovered a cavern with an entire civilization inside. What the? Suddenly, Cameraman ran out and attacked me, and within an instant, everything went dark. On days 73 through 75, I woke up in the camera civilization. Standing before me was the Titan Cameraman.
What brings you to our domain?
I'm in search of the Alliance artifact. I need it to defeat the Hydra Magnet Skibidi Toilet.
You may have the artifact if you are able to prove yourself with a trial.
I'll do anything.
Very well, come with me.
I followed the Titan Cameraman to a cave full of diamonds. Next to me was a cameraman armed with a laser tool.
The person who gathers the most diamonds wins. Go!
The cameraman next to me began to melt through the rock like it was nothing using his mining tool, gathering tons of diamonds easily. He was a tough foe, but I was determined to win this challenge. I drilled using my Drillman powers until I finally struck a huge vein of diamond. By the end of the trial, we both had collected loads of diamonds, but my massive tower of diamond blocks guaranteed me the win.
Very good. You are worthy of this.
He handed me the Alliance artifact, causing me to gain 5 hearts as well as a new power. Just then, the ceiling burst open, revealing the Hydra Magnet Skibidi Toilet overhead.
Looks like I found the hidden civilization of Cameraman.
On days 76 through 79, the Cameraman civilization was under attack by the Hydra Magnet Skibidi Toilet. He used his magnet black hole attack to level the town's citizens, and soon the entire place was covered in flames.
Leave my people alone!
The Titan Cameraman charged into battle, swinging his hammer down onto the Hydra Magnet Skibidi. The Hydra Magnet Skibidi took the hit and fought back with a magnet laser attack. It looked like the Titan Cameraman was losing the battle, so I jumped in to help. I used my needle drill attack, but even with so many Alliance artifacts, it wasn't enough to take down the Hydra Magnet Skibidi.
Enough playing around. It's time to end this.
The Hydra Magnet Skibidi fired another attack towards me, but before I could reach, the Titan Cameraman moved in front of me, taking the hit instead. No!
Please, find the Titan Speaker Man and Cinema Man. They're the only two left who can help you now.
He died, and I had no choice but to run before the Hydra Magnet Skibidi could kill me too. On days 80 through 83, I reunited with my Alliance and told them about what had happened. The Titan Cameraman sacrificed himself for me. His last words were I needed to find the Speaker Men and the Cinema Men.
It seems that the Hydra Magnet Skibidi is only getting stronger by the day. We need to find the final Alliance artifact and end this.
I know where we can find the Titan Speaker Man. Come with me.
I left with the Titan Radio Man and we traveled over to a radio station. What are we gonna do here?
We're going to broadcast something that speaker men cannot resist.
The Titan Radio Man used the radio station to play music all over the overworld. After some time, we heard something approaching in the distance. The sound of loud footsteps moved towards our position. Is that the Titan Speaker Man? Then, out of nowhere, a Titan Skibidi Toilet flew in and attacked the Titan Radio Man.
You fools! You gave away your location! The Skibidi army will rise!
On days 84 through 86, a Skibidi Titan was attacking the Titan Radio Man. Our plan had backfired. He used his soundwave attacks on him, and the Titan Radio Man tried to fight back with his antenna sword, but he was losing. Hang in there, I'm on my way! Before any more time could be wasted, I jumped into battle with my new drill/attack.
Looks like the Drillman wants to play too!
The Skibidi Titan turned his attention towards me, attacking with a barrage of soundwave blasts. I thought I was done for. Suddenly, a large blast sent the Skibidi Titan off of me, and the Titan Speaker Man stepped forward.
Leave them alone!
Together, we were able to take down the Skibidi Titan.
I didn't expect to see other Titans here. Why did you call for me?
I'm trying to find the rest of the Alliance artifacts so I can take down the Skibidi Toilet forces for good. The Titan Cameraman told me to find you and the Titan Cinema Man before he sacrificed himself.
I'll help you avenge the Titan Cameraman. Come with me, and we will find the Cinema Man together.
On days 87 through 89, the Radio Man split off from us to help his Radio Man allies, while I continued to follow the Titan Speaker Man to a TV station. Right outside, we found Skibidi Toilets holding TV men in cages.
The Hydra Magnet Skibidi Toilet has been holding the TV man captive here. The Cinema Man must be close. We can use the element of surprise. Hit him hard and hit him fast. I'll cover you.
The two of us rushed in to ambush the Skibidis. We caught them by surprise, and they were too slow to react. Between the Titan Speaker Man sonic booms and my drill attacks, the Skibidi Toilets fell one by one.
Not so fast, intruders.
Stopping our assault, a giant armored Skibidi Toilet intercepted us, stomping through the chaos and helping his toilet allies.
Show's over, Titans.
He began using explosive attacks that killed a few of the trapped TV men in the process. Ugh, he's putting them in danger! I have to protect them! I dug into the ground and created a hole, luring the armored Skibidi away.
Get back here!
On days 90 through 92, I landed in an underground cave with the armored Skibidi Toilet. There, I spotted the Cinema Man trapped in a cage. There you are! We knew you had to be close.
You'll have to get past me first.
The armored Skibidi suddenly launched a barrage of explosive attacks towards me. I fought back with my drill/attacks, but wasn't breaking through his armor.
You'll never defeat me.
That's what you think. Now, Cinema Man! The Cinema Man screen turned red, setting the armored Skibidi on fire. The flames weakened his armor, and I went in with a hypersonic drill attack for maximum damage. Finally, the armored Skibidi fell, one step closer to avenging the Titan Cameraman. I broke the Cinema Man out of his prison and filled him in on everything that had happened. The Titan Cameraman told me to come find you. I need your help to find the last Alliance artifact.
You've come a long way to help me and my people. I would be honored to show you where to find the final Alliance artifact.
With that, the Cinema Man and I set off to find the final artifact. On days 93 through 95, I followed the Cinema Man until we arrived at the location of the final Alliance artifact. I finally claimed it, gaining 5 more hearts and a new drill beam power.
You've done well to make it to this point, but now it's time to test your might.
My might? What do you mean?
I must see if you can harness the power of all of the artifacts. If you win, then you're ready to take on the Hydra Magnet Skibidi.
What happens if I lose?
Then this world is doomed. Prepare yourself.
The Cinema Man quickly attacked me with swift punching attacks. I retaliated with my brand new drill beam power.
Is that the best you've got?
He tried to trip me up with his screen attack, but my fire-resistant armor allowed me to push through it. I will win this war! I used my drill stomp attack on the Cinema Man and knocked him to the ground, winning the battle.
You're ready. It's time to gather the others and prepare ourselves for the final battle.
On days 96 through 98, I returned to my allies. There were TV men, Clockmen, radio men, and computer men, all standing united and ready to aid us in the fight. I prepared my men for battle with one final speech to prepare them for the final fight ahead of us. The end is near. Now that I have all the Alliance artifacts, we're ready to take on the Hydra Magnet Skibidi Toilet once and for all.
We're almost ready. The factions have something to give you.
The Titan Radio Man handed me 5 diamond apples to help in the upcoming battle. Are you sure I can have this?
We wouldn't want anyone else to have it, leader.
Just then, I saw the Skibidi Toilets coming towards us in the distance. They're here! Everyone, prepare for battle! On day 99, the Skibidi army stood before us and were confronting my forces.
Surrender to the Hydra Magnet Skibidi and we'll spare you.
No spare, remember? Wise man says no mercy for filthy traitors.
Ah, right. Well then, surrender and we'll make your death as quick as possible.
As if I'd ever surrender to the likes of you. You should be the ones that are scared. Everyone, charge! At my command, the two sides collided, my men fighting with plungers in hand. The Titans used their powers to take on the larger crowds while I flew in and supported my allies from above. Using the full extent of the powers I had gained throughout my journey, I aided my forces, taking out toilet enemies left and right. Just as victory seemed to be in our grasp, out of nowhere, the Hydra Magnet Skibidi appeared.
Enough of this! Bring me your leader!
I'm right here! I've been waiting to take you on for a long time. Let's finish this! Using his magnets, he pulled me in and teleported us both to another area. On day 100, I reappeared in a new area with the Hydra Magnet Skibidi Toilet.
I've had enough of your games! It's time I crush you once and for all!
You'll never get the chance. I'm gonna avenge the Titan Cameraman and the Titan Drillman that came before me.
You fool! I'll destroy you! Just like I did with both of those pathetic Titans! Or you can join me. See, Max, your story doesn't have to end that way. I mean, what do you owe the Alliance, Think back, my child. Try and recall a time where you weren't the one saving them. It's never been the other way around. When the going gets tough, the Titans are nowhere to be found. Who's going to save you when you're the one in a cage? Or when you're put in sleep mode? Who can you count on? You think they'll risk their hide chasing down a USB for you? Please. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were taking advantage of you. If I didn't know better, I'd call you a fool. Me. I'm the one you can count on. And you know it. The writing's on the wall. Join me and we can rule over the Alliance together.
I heard the voice of a Skibidi spider echo throughout my head. The Skibidi spider began to make me relive all the times the Titans had turned on me. He's in my head! I have to resist! Resist! It hurts! It hurts! Ugh, get out of my head! It's in my circuits! Ugh, God, it hurts! Why? Why did they attack me? I was their friend! I feel the hate! Maybe he's got a point. Maybe I'm better off working against the Alliance. Wait, no! Not so fast! You can't trick me! I stand with the Alliance! Always and forever! I can't let him win. Not like this. Anything but this! My friends need me right now, and I can't let them down! I overcame the Skibidi spider. I entered his brain to give him a taste of his own medicine. Now it was his turn to relive all of the Skibidi defeats at the hands of the Titans.
How are they this strong? How do they have this much power? It's impossible! They have to fail! They have to! It isn't fair! The power of their bond! It's taking over me! It's taking over my mind! The pressure! It's killing me! You Titans will rue the day you entered my mind! It's not a pretty place! You'll soon find... Stop it! I feel their attacks! It's as though I'm being beaten up through time! You puny little twat! How did you harness my power? Tell me immediately! I don't want to remember! End it now!
I'll never join you!
Wrong answer. Now die!
He attacked me with his dangerously powerful lightning orb attack, and to his surprise, I dodged it and retaliated with my drill beam, catching him off guard.
How did you learn to do that?
With the Alliance artifacts, you're outmatched.
Don't get too confident.
He used his powerful lightning and magnet black hole attack on me, but I wasn't gonna let him bring me down. I used all of my powers against him, and a final drill slam attack took him down.
No!
With the Hydra Magnet Skibidi dead, the war had finally been won in the name of the Alliance.
Hello? Anybody? My jetpack never got repaired. Still stuck. I'm sure he's on his way. Let me just give him a call. See where he is.
The number you have called is no longer in service.
Oh, man.